Masaru Saito was born in Japan in 1964 and grew up in an environment rich in sports culture, which was a catalyst for his early interest in athletics. From a young age, he exhibited remarkable athleticism, excelling in various sports, though volleyball became his true passion. His path to becoming one of Japan's most celebrated volleyball players began when he joined his school volleyball team at the age of 14. His early training focused on developing his physical strength, speed, and volleyball skills, particularly in the disciplines of attacking and blocking. During his teenage years, Saito's potential was quickly recognized by his coaches. His growth as an athlete was evident as he rapidly developed the technical skills needed to compete at a high level. He was a standout player throughout his schooling, and by the age of 18, he was recruited by one of Japan's premier volleyball teams. His natural talent, paired with his work ethic and commitment to improvement, made him a rising star in the world of volleyball. In 1984, Saito joined the All-Japan men's national volleyball team, marking the beginning of his professional career. At the time, Japan was home to a golden generation of volleyball players, and the team was one of the world's strongest. It was in this competitive atmosphere that Saito's career began to flourish. He participated in several key international competitions, gaining invaluable experience and refining his skills. His hard work paid off when he earned a spot in the lineup for the 1986 World Cup, a major international volleyball competition. This was the beginning of his peak as a volleyball player. Career peak and main achievements, 1986-1990. Masaru Saito's career truly hit its stride in the late 1980s. After the 1986 World Cup, he became one of the cornerstones of the national team. His agility, powerful spiking ability, and effective blocking earned him the admiration of both teammates and opponents. Saito's ability to read the game and his consistency under pressure made him an invaluable asset to the team. By 1987, he had become a regular starter and was instrumental in Japan's victories in several international tournaments. In 1989, Saito helped lead Japan to win the Asian Volleyball Championship, a monumental achievement that solidified his reputation as one of the top players in the world. His leadership on the court, combined with his physical and technical abilities, were crucial to the team's success. The victory was a testament to his hard work and dedication, marking him as a key player in Japan's national volleyball legacy. The 1990 FIVB Volleyball World Championship was another significant milestone in Saito's career. Although Japan did not win the tournament, Saito's individual performances were outstanding. He was recognized as one of the most dynamic and versatile players of the competition, playing a pivotal role in the team's efforts against some of the best volleyball nations in the world. His remarkable skills in serving, receiving, and attacking made him a feared opponent on the international stage. Decline and final years, 1990-1995. As the 1990s approached, Saito began to face challenges with injuries and the evolving dynamics of the Japanese national team. Despite his extraordinary career, the increasing physical demands of volleyball and the rise of younger players meant that Saito's role in the team began to shift. However, even as he dealt with injuries, his leadership and experience remained valuable to the team. And he continued to be called upon to represent Japan in major international competitions. In the mid-1990s, Saito began to step away from the competitive international scene. He officially retired from the national team after the 1995 World Cup, where he had served as a key mentor to the younger generation of players. His decision to retire was a natural transition after a successful career that spanned over a decade. However, his influence on Japanese volleyball continued well beyond his playing years. He remained involved in the sport through coaching and mentorship, helping to guide the next generation of players and passing on his vast knowledge of the game. Legacy and influence on Japanese volleyball. Masaru Saito's impact on the sport of volleyball, both in Japan and internationally, is immense. He was a trailblazer for the sport in his country, becoming one of the most recognized figures in Japanese volleyball history. Saito was known for his competitive spirit, sportsmanship, and unyielding dedication to improving his game. His approach to training and his ability to push the limits of his physical abilities set a high standard for volleyball players in Japan. Post-retirement, Saito's legacy as a player and mentor continued to shape the future of Japanese volleyball. His contributions to the sport, particularly his emphasis on teamwork, communication, and the development of young players, had a lasting effect on the next generations of athletes. His story became an inspiration for countless young volleyball players who sought to emulate his work ethic and love for the game. Today, Masaru Saito is regarded as one of Japan's greatest volleyball players, and his influence can still be felt in the sport. His achievements in the 1980s and early 1990s continue to be a benchmark for success in Japanese volleyball. Although he officially retired from professional competition in 1995, his name remains synonymous with excellence in volleyball, both as a player and a mentor to future champions. Conclusion: Masaru Saito's career is a testament to the power of perseverance, skill, and leadership in sports. From his beginnings in the 1980s to his peak during the late 1980s and early 1990s, Saito became one of Japan's most beloved and respected athletes. His performances on the international stage helped elevate Japan's status in world volleyball, and his contributions to the sport continued long after his playing days were over. Through his exceptional achievements, Saito left an indelible mark on the volleyball world, and his legacy continues to inspire future generations of players.